Hello, welcome to Simple Linux. As you can see, I'm in VirtualBox running Manjaro, and all I did was install it and install the guest editions, and this has happened. Oh, how I love System D. You can't just bypass this. Oh no, but it's saying it's looking for man database regeneration. 1 minute and 42 seconds has gone so far. Yeah, I mean, fantastic. I just want to check something actually. Make sure I've got a voice, so just bear with me here. Let me just go to PA Vol just for a moment and recording, and let's see if that's actually picking up my voice, which it is. Okay, cool. So I'm not muting myself. I changed my audio controls earlier and forgot it might change to monitor of audio output instead of my mic. But whatever's happening is actually ramping up. I'm still in plasma. I haven't bothered coming out of plasma since the last video. An hour and a half ago or so. Let me just see if we can get H-top up just for a moment here. And yeah, whatever's happening is absolutely kicking my processors. Yes indeedy. So I'm not quite sure what is happening with Manjaro. Anyway, if it does ever get to a desktop, I'll be back. So yeah, I'll see you soon. I'm just gotta leave this to run. Okay, I've given up on that. Actually, what I'll try and do actually is just boot it again. Actually, I had to power it off because it just locked up. I mean, locked up solid. So, see if I can. It give me the escape character up there, but that is interesting. I only hit it once, and all that's come up. Oh, how I love these. If need be, I'll just reinstall it. I think I still have the ISO somewhere. There we go. VBOX editions. Service, rather. The VBOX 8 service. I started, and I got, oh, that's finally gone through. TLP must start up and shut down. Reached graphical interface. No, it hasn't. It's lying. So we'll just wait for this some more. There's obviously, I'm going to have a few comments down below as to what I did wrong. Not quite sure what I have done wrong now. But with I can always go through the install again and redo everything. It is not a major issue at all. As you can see, it's just hanging around. Although the cursor's flashing, which means something is happening. I'm just unsure as to what. While we're here, I may as well see how much stuff I did give it. I did give it 4 GB of RAM and 2 processors. Okay, that's fine. Did I give it enough video RAM? Just bear with me while I resize. Never mind, 128 meg. Okay. Now you can see I still have the guest editions installed there. Or rather, inserted. So I'm unsure as to what is happening here. I don't have that much patience. So, okay. Let's just reboot it. There's no group screen, of course, because it's just Manjaro and nothing else is installed in it. But darn, come on now. What is occurring? I'm going to be called Noob and Chab and and that's fine, you know. now I've got a full screen of VBOX ad. That's weird. I can't remember asking it to go full screen. Okay, I'm at the TLP system shutdown, start up business again. Which actually went past last time. The same Sanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Sometimes in Linux that does actually happen. But yeah, what is going on? Alright, I'm going to have a look amongst my West Dolphin, we're having fun, blah blah, downloads. There's Manjaro there. Or did I put it in another place? Another place, obviously. Most likely be in Trin Home, present. This is my actual home for my Trinity. That's why it's called Trin Home. It's actually mounted somewhere else. Be under. Let's have a look at downloads. My ISOs is obviously my ISOs. There's my old open box and blah blah. Okay. Combat view, icons view, view details mode, no. Sort by type is what I'm after. There we go. Now let's see if I can see Manjaro. I do. Manjaro KDE stable. So, okay, I'm going to give that up as a bad job. I'm just going to power it off. And bring that back up. And we'll insert the Manjaro. Is it on here? No. Okay. That's my ISOs. We know it's not in there. We know it's in downloads because we, whoops. I double tapped Manjaro. And we'll start up VM and I might as well just go through the install. Oh, the fun of today. Well, let's see if we can get it to boot this far. Welcome to Manjaro Linux, and yeah. It's quite weird how it's actually full screened the background. Live Magic Config script. W background mirror, clearing, right. Mirror ranking script, gives us the fastest mirror I guess. And saying starting, oh come on now. I am pretty sure that systemd could do parallel booting. Oh, it's past the TLP this time. So, we should see a graphical desktop in a minute, and we do. And this edition's already installed it seems, so I don't need to reinstall them. And maybe that was my mistake before, because I only had a small box, so I assumed that they weren't installed. So anyway, let's go proper full screen. And we've got the welcome to Manjaro. So let's launch the installer. Which seems to be Calamaris. And it's waiting for modules to install, which is fine. We'll go to British English because yes. Yep, that'll do nicely. Yep, that'll do nicely. I want to erase the disk totally. What is my name? Everybody knows it as that. And we all know that I use that. Okay, I can use the same password, which is sudo, isn't it? Right, this will do. Do I in the office? No, just a quick install please. Install now. Right, I'll be back after in a few moments. Okay, I've come back. We're at the installing bootloader stage, which means the install is nearly finished, and I did have to change out of full screen just to pause and unpause the video. So I'm just waiting now for the bootloader to install. And it probably does a little cleanup at the end. I cannot remember. Yep, post install miscellaneous post install configs. So we'll let it do that. Of course, it's Manjaro comes with in 3 supported, which is XFCE, KDE and GNOME, as you can see on the installer screen there. I chose the KDE one because I'm more used to Plasma and I am to XFCE, although I don't mind using XFCE of course. And part of the Biddle challenge this week, I believe, is Manjaro, and a couple have gone with KDE. I imagine a few will go with the GNOME, GNOME, bloody gnome. It used to have a foot, gnome, as it's anyway. I'm not getting into the argument. I've always called it gnome before anybody said genome and gnome. But I'm using the KDE version. Okay, we're all done. Let's restart. Woohoo! I'm hoping that it automatically ejects the media. I am not sure. I don't think this is the right one. Okay, so bear with me just a mo. Let me have a quick checker here. Devices. Why can't I find optical drives? Yeah. Okay. So I am going to have to shut this down just for a second here. Close and power off. And I should be able to from here actually. Is that the optical drive? It is. Move disk. And we'll start it. That's more like it. There's no grub menu, so it's actually booting this time. Or at least I'm hoping so. And this time I won't be inserting any guest editions. Okay, looks like we've gone full screen. The mouse pointer has appeared. One thing I do want to tell you though, that this is actually running off a normal hard drive, not my SSD. I've run out of space on my SSD for virtual machines, so I'm having to put virtual machines on my spinning rust, which is why the boot is a bit longer than normal. So that isn't to say it's slow booting, it's not. It's just that it's running off a normal hard drive rather than yeah, the SSD. So it's going to be a bit slower at doing certain tasks. I just wanted to point that out to say, well, that was pretty slow, Ali, compared to when you're normally doing your videos. Everything seems so snappy. Yes, because some of those VMs are running off SSD and not off a slow 54 RPM hard drive. 5400, not just 54 RPM. 54 RPM, you could chop the bits in. Okay. I'm just waiting for Plasma to show its face. And remember, this is the first boot after the install, so they always do take longer than subsequent boots anyway. And we have the little activities box in the top right hand corner showing itself. So we'll just wait a bit longer for the rest of the desktop to appear. And of course this may be a bit faster on Real Metal as well. But I have gave it 4 gig. Okay, we've got the applications, readme, forum, get involved, release info, the chat room, the development, the wiki, the mailing list, donations, and it says launch at start. We could have a clicking applications, and so there we go. We've got an applications menu, and it says please select the app you want to install, update the machine when ready. Okay. Of course, there's the asterisk to say all browsers. So anyway, I'm going to close that for now and come over to the old start menu here. And in the favourites, we have the web browser, which seems to be Firefox. Conversation for our RRC client, that's interesting. It is a KDE app after all. Add-on remove, update. Now it did say add a few updates, so we can apply all that. So it's got Firefox, Thunderbird, viewer, screen fetch, fair enough, and wallpapers, which are assuming they are the default wallpapers for this, which is obviously going to ask for a password, and it's synchronising the packages, and it's starting to download Thunderbird. Okay, I will be back in a moment. Okay, install's done. Didn't notice that this package manager looks, to all intents and purposes, like a Nomad. Probably is, but there you go. I do want to have a look at the repositories and see if the AUR is let's have a look at multi-leave, etc, etc, and I don't see it there, but yeah, you can probably hear my kettle in the background, right? Look at the preferences, AUR, we'll enable the AUR. Okay, all the AUR users should be, I won't check for updates there, but that's fine. So that's the updater. Now it did say we have 3 ways of installing stuff, but before we do that, let's have a look through the menu, shall we? In development, we have debug debugger, interface design, show Qt documentation examples, and add translations to Qt applications. I'm going to have to go back, obviously. I wonder if I can choose another menu system just for this. Let's have a look at the show alternatives. Yeah, I'll just swap to the menu for now, so bear with it. Okay, under games we've got Steam. So Steam's pre-installed, which is very cool, very nice Manjaro for that. We have graphics, we have Gwenview, Ocular and Scanlight. No GIMP here, I'm afraid, at the moment. We have the Vanish server and VNC browser. Now it's strange, in the comments on a PC Linux OS video, which I didn't do, someone complained to me, why are these in the menu? It's because they are on plasma machines. Why? We don't know, but it does show itself up, so now you know. We have Firefox, KGet, Conversation, Steam again, in the internet, and Thunderbird. We have the Qt video for Linux 2 test and capture utility, and we have VLC is the media player of choice. Let's see which version we are on. Well, allow the metadata. I didn't actually notice that at first, but we'll do about. And it's the 3.0.8, which I think is the latest. Maybe wrong, because I can never remember version numbers. And we do have a lost and found. Now I haven't seen Lost and Found since my Trinity. I normally don't have that in a plasma or even on my open box, but still it's there. We'll go back to multimedia. Office, we just got Ocular because I chose not to install any kind of Office at the install, which was rather cool actually that I could. We have add and remove software calls, we have software update, we have system settings, we have the Manjaro notification settings for KDE, and we have the settings manager. Let's have a look at what Mr. Manjaro gives us. Okay, it gives us a kernel. I assume for updating your kernels or changing kernels. And it has 5.3 RC1 there, which is an experimental. And we have all the way down to 3.16, which is an LTS, which is not sure whether that's still being maintained. It probably is. And we have a real-time kernel for the 5.21, and the latest running one we got here is 5.2.11. Now on my host machine I'm actually running 5.3.1, so hopefully that may get updated one day or soon. I won't do that. Let's have a look at the hardware config. You can see that the VirtualBox is actually installed, which is actually quite cool. It comes with the guest editions out the box. Now I didn't realise this, and when, I'll be honest with you, when I first done the install and I had all those problems as you've probably seen at the beginning of the video, it's because, like an umpty, I've tried to install VirtualBox guest editions on top of VirtualBox. It shouldn't have broken it, but it did. What else do we have here? That was under settings. So let's have a look at the system. Again, we have the zero-com browser, we have Bureau, we have Bureau Tray. I'm not quite sure what Bureau is. Let's have a look. And it's refreshing. Not quite the Cylon thing going, but it's up and down. So wait, it looks like a package kind of deal, and it's still searching, so I'm not quite sure what she's searching for, so I'll minimise that. Also under system we have Dolphin, of course, which is our HTOP. Now remember, this is not fresh, so it's running at 749 meg. I've got Bureau running, so we'll give it a pass for that for now. Now all KDEs have this little thing on the left hand side here. Not. Oh, it's Flatpak. That's what she's searching for. It's searching for. So it's a Flatpak front end. Okay, that's cool. You're for Flatpaks. Okay, let me close that down. So we've got Flatpak out the box with a nice little graphical front end. Very cool. We've got Dolphin HTOP we've seen. We've got the info center. The info center should be KDE's info center, and it is. Now Manjaro Linux, and it's using Plasma 5.16.4, 61.0 for the framework, 5.13, and yeah, the rest you can see. I only gave it 4 GB RAM, as you can see. Memory usage and blah blah. And as I said, I'm going to give it a pass on how much memory it's using. 700 megs is quite high. And if you hear that, woo, that is actually the steam railway that runs pretty nearby to me. We got software updates up from the utility system. There we go. Cases code, of course. We got the KDE partition manager. Strategy party. We have KDE's version. Manjaro Hello, the print settings, software update. We got the SUSE Studio image writer, which is a USB writer. You can drag the image there, insert a USB device and write. It is a nice little tool. Pretty similar to what I use in PC Loss, which is DD Copy, which has a couple of more functions than Studio Writer, but they both do the same thing. They DD a machine and ISO to a USB, make it bootable. Okay, we've got the Manjaro application utility. I think, did we just look at that, or is this the another one? No, this is the update one that we saw earlier. So we can organise videos and all that. There is Kodi, VLC, SM Player. It's like a quick package manager for those who know what they want, including font packages, etc. So yeah, that's all looking good. Yeah, GIMP's in there, Inkscape, Critter, Printer, but it is based on Arch, so you are going to have a complete wealth and overgrowing wealth. If it's on Linux, it's most likely to be here. Oh, we got Spectacle as our screenshot. We've got a software token, not quite sure. Actually moved to utilities now, haven't I? Is there anything else here? No, U8 is a drop down CLI, as you can see, and F12 should take it back up, and it does. Okay, what else? Let's have a look in utilities now, shall we? We've got Arc, Firelight, HP Device Manager, Kate, Kcalc, Kfind. We have the user guide, which is always good. Spectacle and Studio Image Writer there. Let's have a look at this software token, see what it does. Please use token import to add a new seed. Okay. Still not sure what that is. I'm sure somebody in the comments can tell me, please. We have HP Scan, UI Scan, and Ocular in the Lost and Found. But isn't that also in Office? It is. So we can do something about that. Oh, hang on. That isn't what I wanted at all. It's K menu edit applications. There we go. Okay, we've got Lost and Found. So in Lost and Found, as you can see, we've got Ocular. So that can actually get deleted because it's already in there. And this can get moved to, is the graphics? Yep. Can't move up with me. Oh, come on now. Why don't you do as I say? Alright, let's copy it. Not multimedia, sorry. It's got to be graphics. And we should be able to paste this here somewhere. There we go. We'll save that. Yeah, all down config. I should have got rid of Lost and Found. Maybe you'd have put it in somewhere else, but no, it's still in Lost and Found. What? Oh, I copied, I didn't remove, did I? I didn't cut. That's alright. That's on me. So we'll just delete that then. And by rights we should have no more Lost and Found. Oh, very cool. And make sure that did go into graphics. It did, it's there. Oh, that's more like it. Anyway, what else can I show you? There's not much else I can really show you. There's not much installed. I mean, we have got Steam, but we won't know what Steam is for, and it will only update. And we've got Scan Lite, which is a lighter version of scanning utility, I assume. I've got Glenview and Ocular, of course. Yep, I can't see anything else. And we got Firefox. And we know we got the newest Firefox because we just watched the update. And when it's on its first boot here, it may take time. Here we go. And where is it, on 69 point something? We'll find out. Yep, 69.0.1. Very cool. So anyway, that's my first look at Manjaro, and so far it's pretty quite nice. And yes, it was my mistake on the first one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't, and I will see you soon. Take care everyone, and see you soon. Take care, be safe.